Creating live broadcast. Are we live yet? Probably. Yep, we're live. Okay, yeah. So, I am not Captain Hideyoshi, so he's somewhere, probably sleeping. Welcome to the 13th MU podcast, The Briefing Room, episode 19. We're all fat from Thanksgiving. We are your command staff, plus our lovely guest tonight, Snipes. I'm Captain Dubs, the CO of Tuma.
Second Lieutenant Soccer, XO of Tuma.
Ace, Yogi, take your pick. You're both staff sergeants.
All right, I guess I'll go third then. All right, Sergeant Yogi, I am the current SEA.
Staff Sergeant Ace, AEA, Demon Actual, and Temporary Ground Commander.
Damn, what a title. I am Hospitalman First Class Keeper, Chief of the Battalion Aid Station.
Lance
Yeah.
Corporal Snipes, Comanche 2-3.
Hell yeah. Welcome to the podcast, Snipes. We were finally able to get you on here. Fate was in your favor. You got your name on the wheel. How's everything been going with you, Snipes? You've been around here for a little bit. You just hanging out, doing your thing. How's everything been?
Great. I just a few days ago made it my year mark into the unit,
Congratulations.
Hell yeah.
and we, just doing my thing, blowing shit up as an EOD qual.
Oh, yes, blowing shit up. Or blowing yourself up, in case things go wrong.
There was this one time, but that's it.
It's one time at band camp. Something about a flute. I might be dating myself with that movie reference. I hate myself now. Go watch American Pie. You'll get the reference.
Damn.
Yeah. I mean, I don't really. They were just kind of gonna talk around the table. Yoshi's usually a lot more good with bringing up topics, so
You ran out of questions already?
I didn't have a lot to begin with. But you know what? That's okay. GWI's this week, which means it's also survey time, so we'll hopefully get some new stuff and material for these podcasts after the survey's done.
Nope.
How was everyone's Thanksgiving? How'd everything go with everybody?
Pretty good. Then it got bad because of Black Friday.
Oh yeah,
Why
that's
does
right. You
Black
work
Friday
retail.
make it bad?
You work retail.
Are you, I was about to say, are you gonna leave it at just Black Friday, or are you gonna expand upon that?
Well, the only reason why someone's Black Friday should be bad is if they're working. So,
That's fair.
That is very
Yeah.
fair.
so yeah, that was a good experience.
My Black Friday, or not my Black Friday, my Thanksgiving was pretty great. Spent 6 hours cooking, and then we had our little Thanksgiving of River, our son, and I. And then, yeah, you crazy. Sorry, he is right at my side right now. And then we've just been kind of chilling. I actually have to reinstall Arma because I installed a bunch of other games over the Thanksgiving week that I took a break.
I took a trip out to the boondocks, absolute middle of nowhere in Michigan. I love sleep. I spent a couple days out there with my aunt and my aunt and uncle's family. Sleeping out there is wonderful. It gets it's dead quiet and pitch black, so it's a wonderful escape from the city. And I bought my first AR on Friday. Yeah, nice freezing cold outdoor range time.
No expanding bullets there. Barrels. I should say.
The one I won on auction came in last week. I shot it yesterday.
How much that run you?
I paid $60 in the tickets and $30 for the transfer.
How much is the rifle like worth? You'd say.
The website says $850.
Damn.
Pretty good.
That was pretty exciting. It, you know, I can't hit the broadside of a barn with it, but
Let's say 850. That's
It
That's
looks
not bad.
pretty sitting against the wall though.
yeah.
I imagine.
Gotta get some training.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah,
short
well,
on
this-
time, so I just kind of blasted some rounds downrange just to say I shot it, and that,
That's
I
part
think
of the
I hit
fun,
an 8-inch.
shooting it.
Yeah, I hit an 8-inch target like once at the very bottom.
What is it? Just an AR or something else?
It's a Diamondback 15.
Oh shit.
yeah, guns.
That's really all I know about it. It's in like this 80s desert camo.
Like DCU.
Yeah,
it's
ACU.
richer than now.
Oh, I went down to Virginia. Go spend time with my mom for Thanksgiving. So kids got to hang out with grandma. It was a good Thanksgiving. Had like all the appetizers and fixins and snacks, and then all the regular Thanksgiving stuff for dinner, and just hung out for the weekend. Had a little family drama, some nonsense that happened. I won't get into it
you
here.
gotta have that. You gotta have that.
Oh, dude, there's like family drama, and then there's what I dealt with last weekend. It was fan-fucking-tastic. I'll just put it this way. So, we had a rental vehicle, and somebody threw up in a $90,000 fucking Escalade.
Oh yeah,
That's
I remember
fun.
that. I remember reading that whole
It was-
fiasco.
Oh yeah.
The middle child.
No, it was actually one of my cousins. Or my cousin's boyfriend.
Damn. Not even really part of the family.
Nope, not even part of the family.
Get him out.
Home fucking Mans threw up in an Escalade, and I'm like, this is a luxury SUV that I could not even fathom owning, and this isn't even my vehicle. That's fucking great. Tell you what though,
Mess up.
dude. Tell you what though. Oh, he didn't help at all.
Of course not. Why would he?
Tell you what though, me and my cousin cleaned it, and that bitch was cleaner than what it was when we picked it up. After we were done, couldn't even tell. So much to the point, like, so we rented it from Turo. I don't know if you guys know what that site or that app is. It's basically like Airbnb, but for vehicles, for cars. We got that bitch so clean, so much so that the actual like owner of the vehicle was like, "Hey, thanks for keeping the vehicle so clean. I know you guys had your kids in there, and kids can be messy, and it almost looks cleaner than what it was when I gave it to you." And I was like, "Yeah, no, absolutely, 100%.
That's crazy, huh?
That's crazy." I'm not gonna tell you what happened there, but yeah, it's clean.
They waive your cleaning fee.
Well, there was no cleaning fee
Oh, okay.
because there was nothing to clean.
I got you.
So, I guess all things considered, it was a decent 5 days. Driving down, Lemon, if you're out there, fuck the New Jersey Turnpike as usual. I mean, yeah, it's 8-hour drive, both ways. Driving in the middle of the night is always fun. I don't know if any of you have ever driven in the greater New York area, but the George Washington Bridge is always it's always something. But yeah, I mean, it was good. It was a good time overall. Can't complain.
That's good.
Soccer, what was your Thanksgiving festivities like?
Oh, it was great. Turned 21.
What?
Yeah.
It was your birthday?
God. Yeah, on Thanksgiving, man.
What the fuck?
Or
You didn't say anything?
Oh, never mind. Actually.
Happy birthday, Soccer! Happy belated
Appreciate
birthday.
you.
Turned 21.
Don't fucking say anything to anybody. Goddamn.
Man's trying to keep it a secret.
I was trying to see who knows.
Got
Just see who cares.
got
I'm not supposed to care about
fucking drunk as shit. Beat my family's ass in Taboo. So that was fun.
What
Oh
is?
boy.
It's like charades but with words.
Okay.
I think I could be like bullshitting what charades is. I'm not entirely sure, but I think that's like what it is.
That's pretty accurate. It's a fun game.
I played a lot of Phase 10 while I was down in Virginia. A lot of Phase 10.
What is oxygen? What is that?
Oxygen, you know, it's something that you need to breathe and live.
I was searching for it. I couldn't find it.
Phase 10 is a card game where you have you have 10 phases that you have to go through, and then each phase you have to make like, you know, you have to make like 2 sets of 3 of the same card, or you know, you need to make a run of X amount of cards, or you need to get like 7 or 8 cards that are all of the same color, and you just go around the table drawing from the discard pile or drawing from the draw pile, and the aim of the game is to get through all 10 phases.
I love doing card games.
A
Or like
long game.
It
is
is
board games with family.
It is long. It is a long game, especially when you're playing with a bunch of people that are absolutely shithoused.
We had like rolling blackouts, like from the
That's
day
fun.
after Thanksgiving, like for the next 3 days. So we
Got that lake effect
did a lot.
snow.
Yeah, we did a lot of playing outside with the small child, and coming in and making hot cocoa on our gas stove, because you can still like turn on the gas and like light it with a lighter, and you can
Yeah.
still make hot things. So
I miss having a gas
So,
stove.
yeah. It's amazing. I am praying that the next place we live, because we're probably gonna have to rent during his internship,
Oh yeah.
has a gas one. But yeah.
There was a Cyber. I know you're out there. I sent you a picture of it, but my mom found a new Uno game, and Cyber and I know all about Uno, but it's called Uno No Mercy. And so, I mean, I'm gonna presume that you all know what Uno is, but there's like cards in there that make you draw 10 plus cards, and there's like a mercy rule. There's a mercy rule in the game where if you at any point end up with 25 or more cards in your hand, you're out of the game. And
This sounds like pain.
It's just a too bad, so sad rule.
it's like, okay, you clearly are just not having a good time. You're out of the game. But like, yeah, there's like they have like the draw 2. They have draw cards where it's like draw 2 all the way up to draw 10, like 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. And their stacking rule is you can stack the same card or higher. So like, say, you know, keeper throws a fucking draw 2 at me, and if I don't have a draw 2 in my hand, but I have a draw 4, I can stack the 4 on top of it because it has to be the same or higher. And so you can see how very much quickly fucking the nonsense can happen. I think one of our go arounds, I think we got up to like draw 18.
So stacking it.
It went around the whole table twice of people just throwing draw cards on it, and it ended up at like 18. And then the person who had to draw 18 ended up hitting 25, and they were out anyways. What else did we play? Cards Against Humanity, always a classic. I think there was some other stuff we played too.
Courage Against Money or Courage Against Humanity is always fun if your family is funny.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's really weird when your 12-year-old plays it.
I can imagine. What the what the hell?
Get to see how they're really feeling.
No, that's not
They
okay.
And then
know
she-
how great they are.
And then she, she gets the fucking out-of-pocket cards, and she's like, "Dad, what is this? No, fuck." Oh man. Oh please. Have you met her parents?
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of
So.
them.
Met one and heard the other one in the background.
Yeah.
For not being in the unit, Karen is
I've
pretty.
met both.
For not being in the unit, Karen is pretty infamous in this unit.
I've met both of you. Okay. Say
Con-
hello.
Congrats, fuckface. Dude. I think that moment is gonna go down in fucking unit history, for sure.
Ah, okay, stop.
Oh man.
Oh god.
Let's see what other we have the GWI coming up this week on Friday.
Heck yeah, I'll finally be off and able to attend.
Hell yeah. I'm gonna be the master of ceremonies there, so I'll be running the show. I'll be running the awards and any promotions if there are any, and then running all the games, all the fun activities for the night. I've got a few floating around in my head. One that we are gonna do again. We are gonna do the Fight Club again. Ace will have his chance at redemption.
Ace is gonna look like Mike Tyson.
Pull my
That's
punches.
that's
I don't know who the
unfortunate.
fuck's paying me off though.
Oh man, that's crazy. So yeah, we got GWI this week, awards night, and then as usual with GWI we have what's that thing that we always do? The survey. We'll have the survey come out probably beginning of next week. We'll spend the weekend going over some stuff that we want to address in the survey as usual. Then I think we have. I think it's just this week and next week. We have the last 3 weeks, or last 2 weeks, and I think the first weekend of January. I'll have to double check. The unit pretty much goes into holiday mode where everything's optional, so you're not required to mark, required to attend. Obviously, events will still be held if turnout is there. I know I'll be around. I'm not going anywhere for Christmas or New Year's, so we'll have some command staff around at least. I know Yoshi will try and be around. He's been having computer problems with his laptop, pretty much on its last legs, and then CyberPower basically sending him a defective computer. So we may or may not see him as much until he gets his computer back. So luckily enough, we got pretty competent command staff and leadership team that can keep the show going, as they say. Let's see. Ace and Yogi have taken up new billets. Ace has retaken AEA, so he's not new to how any of it works, but Yogi stepping up to the plate and taking up the mantle of SEA. So Yogi, as far as that's concerned, how has your experience been thus far?
It's been a lot of fun. I'm trying to be pretty organized. I keep my own element as small, as small as it is most days. Tight knit and well trained and well disciplined. I keep a higher standard for my guys. So I try and incorporate what I can over to the SCA role. Do a lot of AMCs. Just trying to get everyone trained up. Posted the weekly thing in the command chat, just to keep y'all informed. But no, I think it's good. Double check something real quick here. It's not as much work as I was expecting, but it's good to kind of be right in the middle and help out all these guys and make sure we can push the new leaders through. I've been having meetings with each new person that comes in just to put a voice to the name, and figure out who they are, just some basic questions, and it's usually a pretty good time, even because I've always hated because I'm not a direct squad lead for any large amount of people, so talking to all the new guys that join the pipeline and actually branching out and making sure I'm communicating with everybody is a lot of fun. That's all I got.
Hell yeah. So you said that it didn't seem, or not as much as you anticipated.
Yeah, I'm sure that'll vary a little bit, but yeah, it's not as much.
Okay. Very cool. So you pretty much see yourself sitting into it quite well, being being SEA, and then obviously secondary to that is being part of command staff. So becoming privy to a lot more things and having a lot more involved discussions with how unit activities are going, or pretty much any and all aspects of how the unit is run, you're now privy to that aspect of it. Now, secondary to becoming SCA, part of command staff, how has that opened your eyes into how the unit operates and runs, or all the stuff that goes on behind the scenes?
It's kind of as I expected. I've been 2 or 3 IC and a couple units before, just seeing how they go. Whole goal, as much as everybody in the unit, especially our leaders and SNCOs, love meetings. It's nice to kind of just see how everything works, then just help give informed, I guess, counsel when needed to Cap or yourself or anybody else, and just help steer the ship, help have a good hand in steering the ship towards a good place. The whole goal is just make the unit better.
Absolutely. Very cool. Moving over to Ace. Obviously, Ace, you were in the AEA position once previously. Stepped down, took a break to, take care of some stuff in your personal life, and have since stepped back into the role. Did anything change command wise or billet wise while during your time off that you weren't expecting, or did you kind of just come back into it ready to go and pretty much had a grasp on what you needed to do?
So it was a little bit different. The process was the same, but the way of doing stuff is a little bit different. So with the new LOA docs and stuff like that, and then Beeps creating the bots, or the bot, that's different. I had to learn to pick that up. But a lot of it's just got a different perspective on the unit. things that maybe looked into, needed to get done. A lot of fixing that's gone unchecked. So yeah.
Pretty much ready to hit the ground running and essentially pick it back up.
Yeah, I guess you could call it that. Yeah, basically. I had a plan and everything, so.
Very cool. Glad to see, glad to hear. The two of you, falling into your positions, pretty well and acclimating well. I want to turn it over to, or bring it over to Snipes. Snipes. With the change and shuffle of new / returning members of the command team, from your level, have you noticed any let's see, like drastic or significant changes that have come about with, some new perspective and new eyes, in the command staff?
Honestly, it just seems kind of like the way it was. I never had any issues when these guys were in their roles or when they were removed. So it's just been the same old for me, at least. But all my needs are being taken care of as they were, so.
That's good to hear. That questions and concerns are not going unanswered. When are you gonna make Corporal? When are you gonna do Corporal? Come on, we need to see Corporal Snipes.
I know, but I got kids in baseball and my other sports, and the
I hear
attendance-
excuses.
Well, it is.
Damn.
I went down that road initially when I started, but life just got in the way.
Lance Corporal's that
You know
kind
what-
of Lance Corporal's that like comfortable zone.
Yeah, where I can get my feet wet but not have to dive in, kind of thing.
Highest corporals run the Marine Corps, apparently. So.
Yeah, I'll tell you what though, would love to see a Corporal Snipes.
If the opportunity presents itself.
I'll do what I can.
Kind of want to grow our Lance Corporal underground, I'm not gonna lie.
That seems like a great way to undermine the entire unit.
Damn.
No, it'd just be funny. Like,
It's
they
just
wouldn't
let's
do
create a problem.
That's it. Snipes, get ready for your NCO prep board.
Okay, someone give me the answers.
Hell yeah. All right, sounds good. Just feed in the answers from the side. Let's see. Man, I thought I was ready for this and I wasn't. Soccer's back from his pretty much situational LOA. His football season's over, so we're gonna start seeing a lot more of soccer.
Yeah, I'll be around a lot more now.
We'll get soccer on Fridays and Saturdays now. Have some sort of 2-month command in the ops. You're probably gonna see me Zeusing a bit more over the next few weeks, so get ready to get fucked up. Keeper's gonna.
So you make my job so difficult some weeks, Dubs.
Hey man, I gotta keep the corpsmen on their toes.
You always gotta be careful with the sky people, man. You never know what they're gonna do.
Listen, us sky people over here.
Yeah, I'm talking to Dubby.
Don't worry, Keeper. He keeps you on your toes, I keep him on his toes.
and then we keep the JTACs on their toes.
Oh yeah. There's always something new.
Maybe that R9X might come a little close. We'll see what happens.
That ain't my problem.
Until it hits you. What?
Somebody else had their laser coat on.
Oh, somebody had their laser on in their pocket.
It didn't track right. I don't know.
No.
Dude, I
never.
could just imagine the absolute horror on Keeper's face if somebody has a laser on in their pocket and they catch an R9X.
I will cry.
And the person's fucking dead, so.
You just,
Like, at
you know
that
what?
point-
You're just walking away.
At that point, I'm reading your last rites and I'm walking away.
Your last.
What? No. We should do that one Friday. I just want to drop an R9X on somebody, Keeper, just to see what it does to him.
I will give you a volunteer.
Okay, very
Volunteers
good.
tribute.
Snipes has volunteered his tribute.
There we go.
Last week it was Backblast. This week it's an R9X.
Yeah, we'll get.
No,
Yeah, we'll
it
get
has to be
we will
someone
get a court
unwilling.
martial. We'll get a court martial prepped, and just everyone will be sitting there. Is like, all right, we're gonna shoot somebody.
And then
Keeper's at
just
fault.
and then just go straight
immediately put her in
straight to the fucking court martial. Did you authorize this strike? Yes, it
Yes,
was
sir.
for yes, sir. It was for experimental reasons.
It was for the
Affirmed.
bit.
This was for
Just for a
testing
bit,
purposes.
yeah.
It was part of the bit.
For a bit.
Oh man, I could just imagine that. Because I mean, I watch them come in on like, AI, people and vehicles and whatnot, and on the AI, it's essentially a one-hit kill, especially on some shit that the R9X wasn't designed for. Like, the R9X will take out like tanks, and they're not designed for tanks. They're designed for soft targets or lightly armored targets, and they're out here taking out tanks. It's like, well, shit, I'm gonna start using these more. No explosive payload and it kills them? Why not? All kinetic energy in swords. Oh man. Snipes, do you have any questions for command staff? Anything that kind of been sitting in your this brain skull over the past year about how things are run, or how the command staff goes through their decision-making process, or do you just kind of sit and vibe?
This is my first unit, and it's been a blast. I haven't really had any issues with anything, or with the people or the command staff as a whole.
Except Reese.
Damn, that's
I'm
crazy.
just having a great time. I'm just coming in, blowing shit up, and then I leave. Sometimes I blow myself up or others, but
Sometimes you backblast yourself, which is quite the accomplishment.
Casualty of war.
that wasn't me the other day. I don't know what happened, but somebody fucked me up somehow. I don't know.
How many evulsions was it, Keeper?
It was a minimum of 15 large evulsions per limb, and then plus like whatever medium and like small evulsions. And dude, you got fucked up. But you know what else Snipes does? He makes bomb ass profile pictures for the corpsmen.
I didn't know. I just kind of made it on a bit. I can make like a decent one. I just kind of threw that
Nah,
together in like
dude.
an hour.
I think Keeper's
I love
rocking.
it. Kai,
Keeper's
yeah,
rocking the
Kai
honey
and I are
badger.
both rocking it. Yep, Kai and I are both rocking it right now. It was pointed out though that you did use the wrong who's.
Eh,
Well,
it's just semantics at this point.
it be what it be, and we are loving it. I sent it to the Foreman group chat, and they all love it as well. They were like, "Hell yeah!"
The corpsmen are now known as the
I'll have to learn
Badgers.
how to spell who's. And redo it.
WHO''S.
Apostrophe. That's the
is-
one on top or the one on bottom?
That's the one on top.
Okay, all right.
Does anyone here know what Sylvia or who Sylvia Womble is?
Yes, I know exactly.
Yeah, that. So you said Badger, and
The Badgers.
all 5 videos of that series just screamed through my head real quick.
Oh my god, they're fantastic. We're the Badgers.
Yeah, as long as you don't start the glory of MILF again.
Pardon?
Don't. I'll have to find out what it does. What does it actually stand for? I forgot.
Stand by.
I like the usual meaning.
Of course you do, Ace.
On Roblox,
Yeah.
I end up getting stuck in the ceiling or the floor.
Russian Badger. Or no, not Russian Badger. Soviet Womble.
Go to bed. No water in the bed.
Soviet Womble.
No water in the bed. What is this heresy?
Well, can you take water?
I'm
Can you
assuming
take?
she's talking
can you
to
take-
the smallest children.
Can you take water to bed and drink it in the middle of the night without pissing your fucking bed?
You know, society's collapsing when the laws get crazier.
I need a reset. Like, I'm stuck in the.
No water in my bed.
And on that note, I'm still looking for it. Also, it is way more than 5 parts. It's like 9.
It's yeah, it's like 8.
The Molos Independence and Liberation Front.
I'm just gonna slowly
It's not as funny as I thought it was gonna be, but it's still the fact that they named the acronym or the acronym that is good enough.
I mean, at its bare bones, MILFs are pretty great.
Yeah.
Okay, Ace. Anyways.
Bro.
I guess we'll go around the table with the rest of command staff and looking at my fancy little picture. We'll go left to right. Keeper. Anything new? Anything new? Pressing?
I don't know which one I want.
I'm learning how to be an SNCO because I got promoted,
Oh, very
so
good.
that's exciting.
How's that going?
I'm also, well, I have been kind of busy being a mom, so I haven't had time to sit down with Ace and Yogi and like actually learn. But we're working on it. There's screaming in my house. I apologize.
Very good.
I was gonna say something else, but words evade me because I'm watching my child try and knock over his father's computer.
Excellent.
Hell yeah.
Please stop. Here, come sit with me. Say hi to Dubs.
Do it.
What are you
He shoved
doing?
a Cheeto in his mouth. But that is, that's kind of all I got. I became an SNCO. I'm no longer an interim member of command staff. I'm a full member now. So that's exciting.
Full no shit member.
Hell yeah. It's kind of weird. Like me being here and my husband not being here. So that's been an interesting thing to adjust to. But I think we're doing okay.
Very cool.
And I think that is all I got. Foremen are doing great. Napa Vanek is an incredible 2IC. Amazing person. She's a rock star. Takes so much shit off my plate. Oh my god. What did my child just do?
That's what the 2IC is supposed to do. Right, Soccer?
He's not even
Not,
here.
not tracking my audio. Now you're tracking it.
Now we're
Okay,
tracking
there
it.
we go.
Huh?
100%, right?
Yes, sir.
Went in one ear, right
Oh
out the other.
goodness.
I think Dub's called you a bitch.
What?
Is
That's
that what they're
not-
supposed to
No,
be?
it was not.
No.
We're comparing 2ICs.
XO, just a yes man.
Soccer,
that is,
soccer does a lot. Soccer does a lot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
100%.
Don't worry, all I do is I'll ask Dubs. Yeah, I don't know. I'll talk to Dubs.
Yeah.
Unless it's transport rotor related, then you're like on that shit.
Big swing. You might want to talk to Dubs.
For real.
Cool. Alright. But yeah, I think that's all I got. Battalion Aid Station is just kind of rocking out. We're all pretty happy with life, as far as I'm tracking.
The
we're good.
Expeditionary Medical Corps, is that what y'all are called now?
Hell yeah, EMC and the BAS and the
And the Badgers.
yeah,
And MILF.
honey badgers.
Badgers.
Ozzy, get off your dad's computer. God damn.
Just go down the line. Yogi.
On it.
S Yogi, JTech, S6, SEA, Staff Sergeant. You know what aren't you doing?
S6 just plays with radios all out.
Yeah, they just push buttons.
S6 be in my ear, just fucking pestering me. We need a bomb. Okay, fine.
Caps lock, control T.
Caps lock, control T. Oh, just caps lock and control T the whole
Don't
time.
forget the occasional control backspace to open up the C tab.
Oh my
That's
god.
what you have it set to?
Man, that's a weird. That's a weird.
That's what I got it set to.
What the fuck?
I guess it's
is-
because the control H will pull up like the helicopter
No, you
one.
see,
I have my shit set to 7.
I play a really funny game, right? So G is my pull up phone on side of screen button. Control
Oh.
G is pull up the phone. Alt G is pull up the tablet, and Shift G is prep grenade.
Oh no.
So, but hey, I've had it that way for about 2.5 years, and I've never accidentally thrown a nade. So
Yogi's
no
gonna
issues
blow
there.
somebody up on Saturday.
no.
Yogi's about to eat his own words.
If it's not an OCAP, it didn't happen.
Hey, firm, we're gonna have OCAP running.
No, I think I've like pulled it out one time, and I was like, oh, that's not the tab, but it's no, it because I press Alt with my thumb, and I press Shift with my pinky, so there's no way you can really kind of mess that up. But other than that, no. What do you want to know, Dubs? Because there's a lot going on there.
Let's see. Any new or upcoming developments within S6?
In the past down, looking at possible use of like the little darter drones. Only concern now is just we don't want people sitting in them the whole op, or abusing them. They're a really cool tool. The only problem is, just like the 2 mile rotary guys, PLA fixing will target them over anything else. So PLA fixing comes in the air, J20 is ready to J20 is ready to tear 2 mile apart. First thing it shoots is a darter drone.
That seems excessive.
Yep,
Big threat, big threat.
Yeah,
I can just see it. I
tested
can just see it happening now. J20, J16, J10 come in, fucking launch a missile at the darter, and that bitch misses, and there's people underneath. I
Yep.
can just see it happening.
Yeah, I put up some like F-18s, some supers, and some Vandals up just in airspace, and I put a darter in the middle of it. I think like 8 out of the 10 times it shot the darter first.
Fucking moth to a flame.
So yeah, they're and it's not even like with a heat seeker. They like locked that. They locked it like 10 clicks out and fired at it.
Oh, with like the whatever their equivalent of the AIM-120 is.
Yeah, the radar gun missile, 10 clicks out. Yeah, just complete overkill. And I was like, well, that's gonna be an issue. So we're gonna have to set up BPs for our darter drones. But other than that, no, just looking at drones. Always looking to expand the staff shop, within reason of making sure the squads are well taken care of. I'm currently, I think I'm harboring almost half of the units and COs in one element, because there's 4 of us. But
Hell yeah.
everyone earned it, so
Maybe
But,
the darter could be like the next growler. Just deploy a bunch of darters, and there you go, free growler.
Target-rich environment.
I need to go into the Arma, like looking for like unit thing, and grab every single person I can, give them all a darter, and create a drone swarm. I
How many
guarantee you
kills do we
80%
need for
of them-
that?
How big
Uh,
are these drones?
Many
Yeah.
kills. The darter,
It's like a quadcopter.
yeah, it's a big quadcopter. That's probably what it is.
Say they're
What,
handheld. They're handheld. You place them on the ground.
Trying to find a comparison. I mean, it's probably
What,
2 feet wide.
Black Ops was the drone kill streak in. Is it
Uh,
2?
2, yeah, it was 2. It was the hunter killer drones, but they weren't quadcopters. They were like little plane things. And
That's
I'll tell you what
neat.
though, they nailed that though. they got that so early before the current not so great war to talk about, but yeah, the
It's probably where they got their inspiration from.
well, not about that was years beforehand.
Yeah.
Now drones on the
No,
battlefield are like terrifying.
if it
Oh,
worked in Call of Duty, it's got to work in real
the
life.
actual military,
Yeah.
some general's kids playing Black Ops 2. Hey, Dad, check this out. He's like, oh, yo, we can make money off of this,
I can kill so many people.
right?
I have to look into the. Speaking of drone storms, look into the Mavic mod, because you can attach grenades to the Mavic drone.
I did. Only problem with that, there's no secondary camera that you can mess around with. It's just a front facing camera.
Oh, okay,
and,
yeah.
and you can't even like zoom with it. So flying that around is kind of cool, but for actual like purposes that S6 would use it for, like ISR, it's not really needed.
Yeah.
It's a cool drone though. It's a really cool mod.
Top 4 may have a use for it.
If we ever start implementing proper like suicide drones into our ops, it's gonna get real hairy real quick. But no, what else I test? Bandit's been using the Hunt IRs, which are the little camera, like the camera attached to a parachute. And every single time he shoots one, it's always, there's 3 guys on the ground. Hey, what's that parachute thing? It's a Hunt IR. Don't worry about it. Please don't
Yeah.
shoot it.
What am I? Oh god. Oh.
Yeah, it's every time.
They're dropping a parachuted bomb.
It's gonna fucking give us AIDS.
So yeah, we talk S6. We can do a little deeper dive into S6. So the JTAC program coming along well. No real big changes lately. Don't fix if it's broke. So obviously whatever the JTACs are doing, they're doing it right. You and Bandit.
Yeah, it's been a fun time. I'm blessed with my experiences before I came to this unit, and just trying to provide all I could. It's amazing to see how far the S6 comms and Tuma have come in the the year and a half that we've a little over that we put all a bunch of policies and procedures in place, and it seemed like every month Tuma and comms are getting more and more lethal.
Yogi, I guess referring to S6, we have somebody asking questions in the old chatteroony here. I don't know if they're referring to the Darter or the Mavic. I'm going to presume the Darter, but they're asking if the Darter is going to replace the Hunt IR.
Likely it'll be side by side. The current from the beginning notes that from a previous S6 meeting, the options were with that, and because in the base kit, the JTAX ROs are allowed to have Hunt IRs, and it's fully within like the SL's purview to say, hey, can you pop a Hunt IR over this building or over this hill just to check real quick. You're just serving as an extra squad level tool for the SL. Our current limitation we want to put on ourselves, opposed to having just 7 drones in the air, is we set aside 1 darter for the 2 JTACs, and then 1 darter for the 3 ROs, or the 4 if we ever get that far, and they can all just swap between as needed. Or we can give 2 to the ROs and JTACs just rely on Tuma. But no, they wouldn't replace, because both serve a unique purpose. The darters are more kind of like wide view, proper ISR, and the Hunt IRs are really good grenade you can just stow. Honestly, SLs can even use it. They should be able to. Just to have the little camera, they can just check over a quick dead zone real quick. I think it even has I know it's got night vision. It might even have thermals on it. I'm not sure. That's a question for Bandit. He uses it a lot.
That's it. Get that little Filipino in here. Where are you? Why? He's Filipino.
We still gotta find his grandma.
Oh yeah, we gotta find his grandma. His uncle. That's a fucking battalion commander.
Yeah. Threatened him in a op, we should put his family instead of a house or something. And then go find him.
Oh, okay.
Affirm. Next week's mission: rescue Bandit's family.
Oh yeah. Personal.
So, aside from the JTACs, the ROs, you got was it Anderson and Chaotic. How have they been? How are they doing?
Anderson's
Well,
best-
Anderson's new
best
dad.
RO. Yeah, Anderson's dad part 2. He's
New
got a second
dad
kid.
again.
Yeah. Anderson's one of the best ROs. One of the best ROs I could ever ask for. I mean, his first day he was hitting the ground running. He developed the entire Golf Fire SOP. I left that pretty much in his hands since he knew a lot more about it than I did. So he did good work with that, and I just had some tweaks at the end of it, but most of it was pretty good. Chaotic, he's a really good RO. He's around a lot. Currently on an LOA, family stuff. I won't get into it, but
Yeah.
he's incredibly valuable for the S6 community in general, and just a really good fit for our little group.
Hell yeah. Looking at possibly bringing either one of them up to JTAC, or is that something that's not within range, given, is it probably what's unit size and 2 mouse size to determine if you bring another JTAC, or?
JTAC, at a certain point, there's too many hands in the pot, right?
Right.
There's only so much me and Bandit can do, especially with the Tuma is incredibly large for the size of the ground element we have. I mean, for running, 2 squads on a good night, 3 squads on a really good night, having 10 airframes up, at max is crazy. And I told you guys before, I've been in units where they have the same amount of ground guys we do, and they have like 2-3 pilots on a good day, and they still do good work. But the current
We used to be like that.
yeah, the current thought, actually the plan that Chaotic is aware of is that I want him to take the platoon RO spot because he's looking for it, he's good enough for it, he's good enough for it. Anderson wants to stay as a squad RO. I just wanted Chaotic to have more experience as a squad RO before he moved up, and he even agreed to that. So he said, all makes sense. Chaotic was being trained for just to be a JTech in case me and or Bandit wasn't there. We have someone to take over, or if one of us is down, he can jump on the horn and give accurate information for you and any other pilot that's on net.
Hell yeah. So it sounds like S6 is just a well-oiled machine and they're doing their own thing.
Yeah, at all times.
Yeah, they're all right.
What?
What do you mean?
Talking about dubs.
Huh?
That's crazy.
I mean, there's always oil in my jet, you know what I mean?
What do you mean?
And then you kind of touched on it earlier when we were talking about how you took SEA, but just touch on it real quick. Leadership pipeline's been going well. You said everyone who pretty much gets added to the pipeline, you kind of have a sit down, put the name to the voice, which that actually really cool. But managing and leading the pipeline, making sure things get done. You're coming across it with your own touch. Has everything been working for you with that regard?
Yeah, it's only been about 2 or so weeks, I give or take, I think, but no, it's been a lot of fun. My only, I think, my personal weakness is that I was never actually a ground squad lead in the unit. I mean, my first op here, y'all gave me control of the air wing, and we just ran with it from there, and that hasn't changed since. I think besides maybe Cap, I've held my role the longest out of most people. Just you're staying in the same spot, you know what I mean? Like
Right.
on the roster wise. But yeah, I don't have that kind of like that in this unit, at least, that squad level experience. Got in other units, led a medical detachment for a while, led other company sized they they call them FOs, but they were pretty much the same thing we do here. um, you know I have my fair share of leadership experience, but it's more like support roles. So I think that's my weakness, is actual like ground unit tactics.
direct
Yeah,
leadership.
ground unit tactics with teams.
Huh?
Um,
I know.
some you could argue back and forth whether handling a number of airframes is easier or harder. You can go either way with that. That it depends on the day and your team leads. A lot of times, if you're a good squad lead and you train your team leads right, your job is so easy. All you gotta do is just put plan on map, and then it gets executed.
No num-nums.
But that's entirely depends on personnel that you train and keep in your own squad.
Against the wall, man.
But as far as actual pipeline and SCA, no, it's been a lot of fun. I enjoy meeting, especially a lot of the new guys. I know Cap has that purview of the, in a well-oiled unit, most of the brand new privates won't even see command, and that's in a certain sense a good thing, because that means all the team leads, squad leads, and NCOs are doing their job. I just want to have my hand in making sure that I extend the courtesy, down to, all the new candidates that want to, pop in and see what's going on.
Speak
sure
of
that,
the
they
big
know
man
of-
himself, he shall appear.
No!
We're live.
We are live. Everyone, welcome Captain Hideyoshi, the commanding officer of the 13th MEU. Yeah.
Welcome.
I'm gonna be here for like 2 seconds.
Pretty much.
Yeah, you heard me say his name, and then he's like, you know what?
He's
I
like,
was
uh-oh.
fucking the problem.
The JTAC is
Yeah.
talking.
I'm gonna come.
Anyways, Yogi, continue.
Yeah, no, it just I want to make sure we hit just there's that connection between SEA and the leadership candidates. I always in the end of the interviews, I always end off with, if for some reason NCOs or your own COC isn't holding up some kind of end of the torch, I will take care of you. So there's always that fallback. There's always the back line, so they don't feel just lost.
Very cool indeed. Well, next down the line is Captain Hideyoshi. So, Yoshi, take it away. What we've been doing, going around the table, started with snipes and just kind of going left to right based on our image. Snipes talking a little bit about doing EOD stuff, taking care of some devices, sometimes blowing himself up. It happens. Talking to Keeper a little bit about some medical updates and her transition to SNCO ship / full member of command staff. Talking with Yogi about S6 and JTACs and ROs, how they're doing. Talking about the drone that they're talking about. Exploring and implementing, and his SEA experience over the past couple of weeks. And we were just kind of moving around the table, so you're next. Is there anything you especially want to talk about? Any updates, or just kind of just feed the conversation with everyone else?
Not really. I don't really got anything to add in terms of that.
You have to till bedtime. Go brush your teeth.
Nah, I don't got anything.
Stop it.
A firm. Next down the line is Ace. Ace, Demon Actual, platoon leader, platoon sergeant if the need arises, AEA. How do you how do you handle it all, depending on what role you are, I guess, in op? How do you handle it all, whether you're running as Demon Actual that night or if you're running as like the ground commander?
fuck it, we ball.
Fuck it, we ball. A firm.
But no. So squad leading is just something. I mean, we're talking about specifically an op, right?
Yeah, like in op, how do your tactics and situational awareness change, if at all, from squad leading to being the ground commander?
So I'd say with squad leading, it's the one things I really like to like. If I'm good at anything, I think it's squad leading. I think it's the best thing that I can do, or like the one of my more favorite leadership things to do, just across Milsim, and I think I'm pretty good at it. So it's kind of like, so I guess the mentality with that is like you feel more connected to the people underneath you because you're wanting them to show up. Like you're there direct, like you are. I'm trying to think of an analogy or something, but like you're there, they look to you first, right? I mean, yeah, sure, they have their team leaders and stuff, right? But sometimes, maybe they're just because a lot of times team leads rotate and all that, but usually squad leads are this, set standard. They're always the same people, so they're, the people everyone looks to be reliable or the first to go to or whatever usually. So it means a lot more. In terms of like tactics and stuff, you're given the order by the ground commander, platoon leader, or whatever, and it's really just focus on killing, taking the objective, all that type of stuff. So, platoon leading though, completely opposite side of the coin. I think it is me personally one of the things I kind of fall short in. It's like I don't know. Sometimes I just can't wrap my head around it because it's like a bigger picture. It's not the same, but it is because it's like someone told me that it's basically just squad leading, but with bigger teams, and I've just never been able to see it that way. And you also got to now account for Havoc being around in the element, 2 mob being at your disposal, artillery, and overall mission objectives like is there an HVT here? Do we need to like keep this secure? Like that is more of your responsibility now. So I haven't done it too much recently, but I'm gonna be doing it a lot. So I'm gonna need to get back into the swing of it.
A firm on that, brother. Soccer, my man. Might still be on the phone.
I was dying. I was coughing. I'm here though.
Oh, you're coughing. Okay, A firm soccer.
Did not realize I did not unmute.
You're next.
Oh, bad.
EXO a 2-ma command staff member. Prior fucking transport rotary.com. As far as everything's concerned now, with where you're sitting, how's everything going for you?
In like Milsim?
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, it's going great. Love the unit. Got some interesting things coming here in the near future. From 2-ma, and then S3 as well. Got to give a shout out to the S3 guys. They're going to be doing, I don't want to say they, but we're going to be doing a chunk of work here on the mod list to hopefully get some improvement server-wise with some lag and back-end stuff to hopefully improve some of y'all's FPS out there. So keep an eye out for that. Another S3 thing, check out the billboards that Anderson redid on Dagger Island. He took a big chunk of his time that he had and went through and redid a bunch of the billboards on Dagger to fit more for the unit. So if you see him, keep an eye out for that. And then Tuma, we're looking at implementing the Apache project, which is basically Hatchet for the Apache. Gonna test it on the training server in the near future, see how it works with us in during like an FTX or just training. But I do really think that mod could improve our lethality even more. It adds a bunch of things, like you can just pick targets on the map and shoot at that. You don't even have to see it like within the not ACE, RHS helicopters. So that hopefully will be a nice improvement to us, and definitely help us out in this jungle right now, because the Vandals, they're struggling to see things. And I mean, if you go up, you run the risk of getting spotted by a J11 and getting shot down instantly. So that's a
poor
big thing
Rotary
we got coming
guys.
soon. Yeah, man, it's tough on Tanoa. I will say one thing
Definitely.
though that's fun is the helocast that we've done. Those are pretty fun.
Oh yeah, those are pretty sweet to watch happen. I think one thing I'd like to see, and I don't know how viable it'll be with our, as in the 13th's mission set, but actual like fast roping. I wonder if that's something that would be viable given the thick jungle terrain, and I wonder if fast roping, maybe not to every single objective, but like a objective here or there, if it falls within our mission set or viability, if fast roping would be something that we can maybe just, maybe even just do once to kind of shake things up a little bit.
I think that'd be something like very specific.
That's something
It is.
I've
It is
talked to
funny you
Yogi
mentioned
about.
that.
Yeah.
It's funny you mentioned it because I talked to Sokka a little bit about it, and it's something we could definitely implement. It'd be really good for a drop on the platoon in a really weird spot, just like in like a dense jungle that the enemy just wouldn't see coming. It had to be properly planned and properly, escorted, but it's something we could probably feasibly do. Only problem would just be actual like drop order with who's getting out of the bird when. But other than that,
I think
we can probably
maybe-
just finagle it, good enough way that we can figure it out.
I think maybe like 2 weeks of training on it. First, like getting the flight there, like in a orderly manner, is gonna be like the first part, and then like unloading the helicopters properly, like you said. Because I don't know how the fast roping works if two people try to fast rope at the same time, and one of them thinks they're on one side and the other thinks they're on a different side. If it's gonna actually fast rope them from the proper door, or if it's just gonna drop them out the middle of the helicopter. So that'll definitely be something I would love to do it personally.
It'd be a good thing to test in a training with like a full squad. It's like, hey guys, we're just gonna see how this works.
Yeah.
If it goes horribly, we scrap the idea. If it goes okay, we adjust it and try and make it better.
Absolutely. Tumo's always willing to try new things.
I've always wanted to. I know we're like Marines, it's not really in our skill set, and we tried it once, and it's always like kind of fucked. But, like on the same note of fast rope, I think like I really wish parachuting or like a parachopping wasn't so jank.
Wasn't so jank.
Yeah, if we're gonna do it, I know I've had good success in units that use like the I don't know which one it is. It's a C-130 or it's a like a C5. But it's like they use static lines. And there's, besides the issue of not being able to really steer your parachute, I've never had an issue with that when they getting hurt during a static line.
Yeah. Whatever was going on last time, that was really disappointing.
Or we just use the Osprey, which I've also had great success with in doing parachute drops.
Yeah. Whatchamacallit? Yeah, no, I just really like I don't know. For me, something maybe because I'm like really like World War II and like Band of Brothers or whatever. But there's just something about like drop into an AO with your unit, and yeah, we have teams and stuff. But when you get on there, everyone's gonna be spread out. You're gonna be like kind of lost, maybe. It's just I don't know that whole experience. I always thought it's like really cool. I've done it like once or twice throughout my time doing Milsim, and each time it's like, oh shit, I'm in the fucking enemy territory. Look around, I gotta find my friendlies, just anyone who I find first. Get regrouped. I don't know. For me personally, it's just a cool feeling.
Yeah, no, it is neat for our like properly SOP wise. We would just have like a rally, like a common rally point in the center, and everyone would just meet there, and then get reorganized and move off. But that the first like 5-10 minutes is kind of
Oh, yeah,
I remember we dropped.
Yeah. Yeah, the first 5-10 minutes, whatever, when you're still, unorganized, like as soon as you hit the ground. That's what I'm more specifically talking about.
Be kind of crazy, y'all. Paradrop into a minefield.
Oh hell no.
It'd be a quick off.
Yeah.
All right,
All
op
right,
is over.
everyone. Ev, just go lay down. Just wait till the enemy finds us and captures us or kills us or whatever. No
Just gonna
point
do a
walking
big
around anymore.
debrief right now. You guys failed.
Congratulations. I'll see you on Friday for training.
All right, guys. We will see you next week. Huh?
The actual
Well,
20-minute in and out adventure.
All leaders, I need to see you in leadership chat.
No, it's
Fuck.
actually all a part of the plan.
Crazy.
The first group of people were the minesweepers, and then we bring in the next group.
The first wave. You're cannon fodder. Some of you may die.
Kill count tonight is 45. Good luck, have fun.
Oh,
There
no.
goes
God
a
damn it,
stick
Corman.
of the entire company. in
Oh,
one
my
drop.
fault. Couldn't heal everyone.
Oh
Two
man.
mod death count is 14.
No.
Ow.
Good luck, have fun.
GG's. Anything else out of you, soccer?
Let me think.
What are you thinking?
Oh, he's
I'm
thinking.
The the wheels are spinning.
Your Jesus brain skull.
Mm-hmm. I'm not thinking of anything. I mean, I hit most of it, S3, and then the Apache project. I think that's the next biggest thing that's gonna happen for Tumal. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, on the fixed wing side of things, I mean, things are. I mean, fixed wing be doing fixed wing things. Honestly, we always working with Yogi and Bandit. Very lethal. Yoshi doesn't like the R9X because it is very deadly. We keep finding his stuff. Fixed wing wise, I don't think really. We're not thinking of anything new, really. I know that there was some. I don't want to say rumblings. There were some discussions had about possibly. Looking at the. What I called the hatchet for the F-18, and I said, you know what? I don't know about that. I don't know if I want to play DCS and Arma. If I just want to play DCS, I'll just play DCS.
There's a hatchet version.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
I'm pretty sure
great.
it was.
It's
a-
I'm
great.
pretty sure Faust
it-
wanted to get that in there.
It's a I think it was Faust and Lemon.
I'm pretty sure it's Faust.
It's basically full fidelity F-18.
I'm
Just
not gonna
like
lie, though. If
TCS.
we got that, I don't think I'd fly rotary again.
I think Faust said it's pretty similar just to Hatchet in terms of like complexity. but he also said that he also admitted that he probably thinks that because he's flown it so much.
Yeah,
but
he's
in
probably
terms
it's
of-
probably easy to him because that's probably what like he
right.
has exclusively flown.
Yeah, and that just all depends on what kind of path you want to take Tumwa down. Whether you want to go more realistic or not.
I said to him, I was like, we'll do one major project at a time. Right now, it's the Apache project. We'll let that cook for a little bit, see what kind of server load it gives us, and
Right.
you know, after a while of using the Apache project, maybe we can cross the bridge of whatever the fuck that F18 mod was called. Soccer, you spoke about S3. I do want to bring one thing up. The Warriors Hill. Was that Anderson or Veeves or a combination of the two of them?
I believe it was Anderson that made it.
Yeah,
I'm like 98% sure Anderson.
yeah, I think I'm pretty sure it was Anderson.
Yeah, the Warriors Hill was an extremely nice touch to the training map. Yoshi, I don't know if you have any comment on it, but I think it came out very well with what they did with it.
Yeah, I gotta give Anderson a big shout out for all the work he did on the signs and billboards for Dagger.
Yeah, the only thing I'd say is there's always such a weird little fine line between Milsim and the mill and the sim. Obviously, it's a huge dedication to Chief Warrant Officer Oddman, who was a member of the unit in its early stages, and you know he had sadly lost his own life to the demons within kind of thing, which is shitty. And it's like, yeah, you know, he was a very important, significant person who not only played an important role in the unit, but was like a pretty good close friend with a lot of the members at the time. I considered him a very good friend,
Yeah.
and it was an homage in respects to in the Marine Corps they have something called First Sergeant's Hill, and that's where Marines will go up this big ass fucking hill to put beer cans, drink with like the fallen, hang up their boots, dog tags, coins, whatever. And so this is kind of like the semi recreation of that on Dagger, and it's definitely like, you know, God forbid we never have to like add a name to that hill, Warriors Hill. You know, but if we do, it's there, and it's a way that we can all, you know, remember anyone and everyone in the unit. I think it's like that weird little, you know, remembering the fallen in the unit, but at the same time, kind of also serving as a, hey, you know, don't come here just to pay respects to people. You know, respect people in the now too. I think it serves as just like that little reminder of it's a video game, and you know it's always good to check up on everybody when you can.
One thing
The scene is beautiful.
Oh yeah. One thing I noticed, I didn't notice it on my first look through on the pictures that were posted, but a second look through when I was in front of my computer, I noticed that they put the F-16 with the New York National Guard up on the hill. I thought that was really cool, and I think they actually also put his name on the canopy. I'll have to look and see. But I did notice that it was the New York National Guard F-16 that we flew this year. For his service.
Significance for that one is just that's where he grew up, the state he grew up in.
And the F-16 was his favorite airframe.
It was his favorite airframe to fly. Yeah.
Very cool.
There is now holy ground on a map.
Yep. Holy ground indeed.
I mean, we kind of had it already with his memorial. a
I think
little,
I think with this, I think with this one now, it's just been like,
It's a very realistic
yeah,
understanding.
like
yeah.
multiplied like exponentially. Let's see. Snipes, now that Yoshi's here, anything for Yoshi specifically, or you kind of hit on everything earlier?
No, no, just I'm having a great time. I think you guys are doing well from my perspective at least.
Good to hear. Glad to hear it. We're doing stuff right, Yoshi.
Yeah, you suck, Snipes.
Oh, okay. Well, soiled
I
it.
take it back. I take it all back.
No.
Yeah, that's right, boy.
All right. I've pretty much run out of things that I wanted to talk about, so unless anybody has anything pressing or whatnot, we could probably move on to the old wheel. Pick our next guest. Next guest for the podcast.
And Scorp Underground is going to take over.
No, incorrect.
The Snipes.
Oh my god. We'll go bottom up. Snipes, why don't you go ahead and make your guess on who the next guest is gonna be on the show.
Let's see here. Let me pull up the roster and get you a good one.
Watch Dubs' screen share.
I don't know what I'm doing. I don't barely know how to turn my computer on.
What? It doesn't involve VOD. He doesn't know what he's doing.
Watch stream. Here we go.
I think it's better as an EOD if you don't know how to just randomly pull wires.
Yeah. Yeah.
Real.
Snipes said, I'm gonna touch it. It just blows up.
Either it'll work or it won't, you know?
Hey, what if his luck is at 10? You know.
Then all he has to do is look at it and it diffuses.
Yeah.
I'm hoping Ducky can do it. That would be fun.
Ducky? Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Ducky's real?
Ducky is a real person.
Yeah. He comes by every now and again.
Yogi, make your pick.
From talking with some of the new candidates, I would love to see a J Nasty or a Venom on here.
J Nasty or Venom, very good.
Talking with Venom during his AMC was really fun.
All right, we got J Nasty or Venom. Ace. Charlie. Soccer.
Veebs.
Veebs, A firm. Veebs, you out there? You listening? We're looking for you. We're gonna keep trying. Let's go with. Let's go with Foon. I like Foon. We'll see if we can get Foon on here. Yoshi, make your pick. Who you got on there?
Picks are kind of lame. I'm gonna have to pick on I'm gonna say Charlie.
Hey.
It's 2 for Charlie. Okay.
And Chaotic.
Chaotic.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna throw Arc on the.
Yeah.
Has the old man
Buggy
himself
Arc.
been on yet?
Jawbrew, he's been on.
Yeah. Oh,
He
him?
has
I'll
been
have
on.
to-
A
I'll
long
have
time
to-
ago.
I'll have to search the archive.
Oh, geez, I don't remember which one he was on.
Well, we'll have to do another poll of seeing how old some members are. There's a couple guys I think they're more up there.
Tasty's right on his ass.
Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if J Nasty or Venom is a little older. I think actually no, I think Venom's like younger than me.
Shogun's up there
Well,
too, but he's
Venom-
holding his
Don't
age to
forget
his
about
chest.
Dubs.
Hey, okay, hold on now.
There was some guy I was talking to that had like a whole plethora of military experience, but they were younger than me, and it felt super weird.
Probably Venom, because him and Foon are friends. I don't know if that's through the Marine Corps or what, but
Shogun's up there too, but he's holding his age to his chest. He said it's more fun listening to us try and guess.
We're gonna
Sure,
tickle it
sure.
out of him.
Yogi,
I
how
mean,
old are you,
Shogun's-
dog?
I mean, Shogun's a boomer. I'm 24.
Oh, I thought you were like 33.
That's what everyone fucking thinks, man. What the hell?
Yeah, you're like an old lady,
worry.
dude.
You're only 4 years
know,
behind
I don't
Dubs.
know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
Listen,
honestly,
soccer.
so-
I'm the one that's fucking 33. Leave me alone.
Oh,
I know you were born when black and white TVs were coming out.
once you hit
Well.
30, 30 is like 70 in dog years, ain't it, or something
You were
like that?
born in the 90s, you're old.
Shut your fucking mouth.
Every year, once you
leave
hit
my
30
gray
is a
hair
dog
alone,
year.
child. Stop it.
You're
It's not my fault Ace is a
It's
child.
okay.
Ooh.
I'm a right
Can you-
aged adult.
Can you
Alright,
drink?
I gotta go. I'll talk to y'all later.
See it.
See you, Bubba.
All right, spin the wheel.
Would you turn
What
17
do you mean
this year,
the
Ace?
wheel? You have the wheel. What do you say, soccer?
You turned 17 this year, right?
Nah.
Jax.
Are we getting Jax?
Use the backup.
We got
Need a
Jax.
backup here, right?
You and Jax.
Hold on. Hold on.
Type faster.
Oh, I can only type so fast.
Well.
All right, let's spin for the backup, shall we? Oh, didn't want to remove Jax. That's silly. All right, here we go.
Oh. Well, I died.
Jackson Rock.
I'm no longer bald. I'm fine. Bubble.
Why have I never heard that clapping before?
I don't know. Oh, hold on.
I swear I've watched like at least half of the podcast. I've never heard that clapping before.
Talking about like the wheel.
Yeah. Unless you hear
Oh,
more in
you
your
know what? I
head.
think it might be audio. The way the audio's set up. All right, so we got our next primary and backup podcast members, Jackson Rock. Any final comments from the group? Snipes, did you enjoy your time on the podcast this evening?
Absolutely.
Hell yeah, very cool. Get some talking time with command staff. A lot of people seem to enjoy it, so glad to see that you're on that list as well. Anything else from command staff?
Get some good sleep.
Get some
Don't
good
eat
Thanks all for
sleep.
tuning in.
Don't neglect your sleep.
I probably still will.
Sleep is for the weak.
All right.
Remember, the raccoons will take over one day.
That
Treat the raccoons
Ace,
good.
your raccoon.
you are a raccoon.
He's a monkey.
He's a monkey.
Oh man. Well, with that being said, thank you everyone for tuning in to this episode of the podcast. As usual, like, subscribe, get your marks in, and we'll see you for GWI on Friday and our operation on Saturday.
I don't know.
Bye.
Yeah.
Yeah.